What's up, everybody? It's 2 o'clock. It is a Friday here in the bullpen. I am Tony Mack. That is Tricky Ricky. And last night was opening day, man. We had the Trash Pandas baseball back in full force here at Toyota Field. We have it again tonight. We have it again tomorrow. We'll take a little break on Easter Sunday. And then the Trash Pandas are going to be on the road for a week. And then we're back here again. But we've got 9 games at home this month. One of them went down last night. We're here to react to that. We're here to talk about everything else going on in the world of sports. You know it's Masters weekend? We got a whole golf tournament going on.
I've heard, and I haven't seen one putt, one tee off, one nothing. I haven't seen a pimento cheese sandwich. I've nothing. I barely have seen the menu board where, you know, the prices are so good and everyone likes to talk about that. I saw a glimpse of that. No other action.
Yeah, same. I've kept up with it just a tad. It's been really tough to do anything like that because, again, we're back in full swing with baseball. And what a night it was last night. Nearly 6,000 fans here at Toyota Field welcoming in the boys and braving the cold, too. Thank you for everybody that came out here and withstood that cold. The weather yesterday, when people joke about, oh, this Alabama weather, you get this, and this all in 1 week, that's no joke. Yesterday, 2:30, I'm over there in the picnic area. We're redoing the picnic area, putting seats and stuff out for high top, low top. And we're peeling all this stuff out. And we're sweating. We're trying to get into shorts and T-shirts because it's hot. It's like 70 and gross and humid and hot outside. And then come 4 o'clock, you guys go pull the tarp. I walk outside to start greeting people and go to hot dog duty, and I'm shivering cold. It's ridiculous. In 2 hours, the weather flipped like that.
Shorts were a bad choice. That's a phrase I would scream into the air at random times last night. Shorts were a bad choice. Yeah, it was a little cooler than I thought it would be. It's some April baseball, and you know our boys have been playing over there in Arizona for a couple months, and all of a sudden you get here, it's 50 degrees, it's raining, it's windy, and everyone decided they were gonna chalk up some Ks last night.
Yeah, so
like everybody. I think I got two strikeouts.
You recorded and then also struck out twice.
I know. I was impressed. I saw the stat sheet, and I'm like, I don't even remember. Well, I guess everyone was doing it. That's pretty cool.
Last night, the Trash Pandas fell 6-3 here to the Lookouts on opening day. And if you want a reaction, I know that's the title of the episode. If you want a reaction, I'll give you the reaction. The Southern League has the greatest pitching staff of all time. The greatest pitching ever, if you watched last night's game in the Southern League. The Lookouts struck out 23 Trash Pandas. 23. They struck out the first 9 batters. I've never seen that happen.
Yeah, I think Zach Neto got walked at the top of the 4th, and there was a standing ovation for it. And, you know, I was running all over the place during the first 3 innings, so I didn't know until right now that the first 9 batters were struck out. I couldn't believe it when the guy got walked in the 4th, and I was like, yeah, let's get some offense. I was like, what is going on?
The first hit of the game, the Trash Pandas broke up the combined no-hitter in the bottom of the 6th inning on a Orlando Martinez bunt. It was a 1-out bunt with nobody on.
Small ball.
There was nobody on, so he bunted to end the no-hitter, and it was all. I laughed out loud up here in the press box, but I'm like, I mean, they're not hitting anything. He bunted into the no-hitter. It ended up working. The Trash Pandas scored a run, I believe, in that inning, and then thanks to Edgar Caro, his 20th birthday yesterday.
What a shot. What an oppo. Was that opposite field? Is he righty? I don't know. He hit it to right field, sweet shot. On his 20th birthday. That dude's 20, man. He's so much better than us at baseball, and he's only 20.
Skipped high A, went from low A straight to here,
man,
after last year. So
to have a guy like Logan O'Hoppe end the year there, Zach Humphreys last year playing so well at the catcher position, and then to see Carroll coming in there batting in the 3-hole, and then game number 1 on his 20th birthday, making some noise. He was getting hype back there, too. He was getting me jacked up. And, I mean, as I told you earlier, I was wearing shorts.
Yeah.
All right, I was having a hard time staying energetic the whole time because I'm getting pelted with rain, and I'm wearing shorts, right? So I needed a little boost, and Carroll, man, he gets that hit, and he's over there at second base, and he just one of these. He's like, he kind of like, he throws up some bear paws, or something cool. But and then later on, like we got a strikeout in extra innings, and he caught it, and he's like, let's go. He get a slap, and he's like, where did it go? And he's high-fiving. I think he broke Dan Billardello, our bench coach's hand on a high five. I can't confirm that, but it looked very hard. It would have broke my hand. I love that guy. He's bringing the juice.
Ooh.
To quote Bill Rafter, he's got the onions.
He's bringing the what?
Onions.
No, not the onion.
He's bringing the juice.
Oh, there it is. The juice.
Oh.
Hey, what's with the Rex Kwon Do look, by the way?
It took you 6 minutes to ask me about the Rex Kwon Do look.
It was what really sent over the top is that I didn't really pay attention to the American flag, Star Spangled Banner headband. That kind of soaked it all in for me. You like get the Rex Kwon Do deal going.
Break the wrist, walk away, Tony Mac. That's why I'm wearing it. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just kicked back into my old martial arts training. My apologies.
It's all right. I heal up like Dan Billardello. It's already fixed. My broken wrist.
We got a bunch of gamers here in Panda Land, folks. Nothing but gamers. They're regenerating like lizards when you cut their tail off. Is it lizards that regrow their tail?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. What are we talking about? I forgot the lizard thing kind of threw me off.
The Kwon Do look.
Oh, yeah. So anybody listening on the podcast version that doesn't have the convenience of video to know what's going on, Gooder Sunglasses, proud partner of the Rocket City Trash Pan, is going to be supplying our boys with some sunglasses this year. And they've also supplied some people in the front office with some shades. And so I'm rocking these bad boys right here. I call them the Garter Snakes 2.0. They're not that other brand. These are way better. So you see that reflectivity? Look at that. Look at that. You can see the field off my shades. So I got these ski goggle-looking bad boys. Going to be rocking these all day. Figured I'd throw the Rex Kwon Do headband with them stars. You know, get a little America repped up in this piece. And, you know, it's game number 2. You know, just because it's game number 1, we didn't get the decision we wanted. You think these Pandamaniacs are going to quit? No. You think they're going to see these clouds? Are going to get discouraged? No. You think they're going to come out here? They go, I'll probably lose again. No. It's not going to happen, all right? We all got that Carroll mentality. You take me to extra innings, we're going to fight. We got a bunch of doubt. I bought 27 flea collars on my way in today so I could give it to every single player on that roster because we got a bunch of dogs. And Carroll showed it last night, and I got that mentality about it, and it's game number 2. We're going to make it happen, and I'll just go ahead and say it right now. I'll Joe Namath it. We're going to win the game. We're going to win the game.
I hope everybody got the rust off. I'll say this. I mean, we had 42 total strikeouts in that game last night. Trash Panda struck out 23 times. The Lookouts struck out 19 times. Mizell's Renovations, our strikeout sponsor, got a heck of a deal last night. They got 19 reads during that game. I'll say the pitching wasn't that good. I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. Mason Erla looked good. The guy they had come on to start the inning had some juice to him.
Erla was throwing some slop out there.
Yeah, he looked good, but I mean, I don't think the pitching staffs looked 42 strikeouts good. There was a little rust out there on some guys. So
I'm basing off nothing. I think the weather and the rust.
Yeah.
Because we got a comment right here from Just Juan. He said, was last night an anomaly, or are we in for a long season?
It's got to be an anomaly, man.
It is. It definitely is. Look at that roster.
Yeah, and there's no way that roster with a lot of the guys we had coming back from last year that were that good are all of a sudden bad at baseball all year long. It was game 1 of how many do we play in minor league baseball?
138 in the season.
138 games, 69 games at home. That was 1 of 68 here, 1 of 138 throughout the season.
Math was a little broken, but yeah.
1 of 69, excuse me.
Nice.
But were you waiting on that? Is that why you're hurt?
No,
that I didn't get
I'm Rex Kwon Do right now. I'm in the zone. I'm firing on all cylinders.
So just get ready. It's going to get much, much better. I don't know if the Trash Pandas. I mean, I think they're like 1-2 on opening day. I know they lost opening day in 21. We may have won opening day last year.
I don't even know if we won last year on opening day. We might be the worst opening day team in the history of baseball. I don't know. Our win percentage might be 0.0.
It is the first time we've ever. The reason why we don't know the answer to that question is yesterday was the first opening day at home for us.
Yeah.
The other 2 we opened on the road. So
just Juan, I'm telling you, I don't think we're in for a long season at all. I think it's an anomaly. I mean, both teams had a combined 41 strikeouts. 42. I doubt both of these teams are just going to strike out 20 times a game. There's no way that's going to happen. This roster's too good. A lot of these guys returning back. I mean, there's no way.
I agree.
There's no chance. And plus, they have 2 hits in the first 9 innings? And then once extra innings started, it was a whole new team. I think they kind of got that. They got their kick into the season around the 9th or 10th inning.
It got a little wild.
It did, man. It got crazy. Both teams were hitting the ball better in 3 extra innings than they were in the 9 innings before.
I'll tell you what. I'm not bashing our pitching staff by saying I don't think the pitching is that good. I don't mean that they looked bad. They definitely did their part and looked good. That's part of the reason that they had a combined 42 strikeouts. But I do think there was a little rust with the batters. But I will say with some of those pitchers out there, obviously Mason Earl looked good. Kenyon Yovan, he's got some stuff.
I didn't get to see much of him. I think it was like rolling hot dogs. I don't know, something crazy.
Our man Yovan's
Looking
got
good?
some stuff.
All right, hey,
stuff,
yo, Kenyon's mom, if you're in the chat, you hear that? What's up?
He's got some stuff.
Kid's got the juice.
So back at Oregon, they corrected me on Twitter about the pronunciation of his name last night, and they sent me a picture of a shirt they used to have for him at Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
It says Yo dash, and then there's a picture of a van. It's pretty sweet.
Dude, we should get a Yo van.
Mm-hmm.
Start
Yo
driving
van.
that sucker around. The Yo van.
Shag carpet in there.
Hey, Kenyon's mom. He starts getting on a tear over here in Panda Land. There might be a Yo van very
Yo
soon.
van, baby.
I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm going to fight for it, no doubt.
Hey, if he ever gets a bobblehead, it'll just be the Yo van.
Oh! Human from the neck up, van from the neck down. A vanitar.
Oh my God.
Robert gets in the chat, though. He says we won opening day last year in Birmingham 3-0. I think for home openers, though, I think we might be winless.
Yeah. Again, slow start.
But last year, Fridays, Saturdays, I think we were like 22-2 or like 21-3. It was insane.
Look, guys, again, it's not football. It's not like you lose the first game, you're already a little bit behind in college football in the NFL. There's 138 of these things. I think the Trash Pandas are going to be fine. They've done this kind of thing before. But tonight, getting a look at what we're going to see out there on the field, somebody who was not out there last night, I'm excited to see this evening. We're going to get a little, I hope anyway, we get a little Aaron Whitefield action out there.
Oh, big old loud roar for Aaron Whitefield last night during the All-Star introductions. That was nice to see. He's going to be repping the DH position tonight.
That's right.
Get to see some of that speed on the base pass. That'll be nice.
I'm really surprised last night that in when we started showing signs of life and we scored a run and then it kind of died down a little heading towards the extra inning mark, I'm surprised we didn't see him last night.
I thought that would happen too, but I guess he just had the full-on day off. Like, no matter what happens, you're not playing. And plus, it was cold too. Those guys they're wearing hoodies, wearing jackets. It's like I don't think he wanted to just take someone cold off the bench and go, all right, go hit.
True.
You're probably better just hanging with your guys at that point.
Literally cold. It was very cold outside.
It was shorts were a bad choice.
And we're probably going to have some good pitching on the mound again tonight. Coleman Crowe out there. So
Coleman Crowe was nasty last year.
Yeah. Some of these guys, I can't wait to get used to them and see them out there. Again, a lot of new guys. Caro had that big one on his 20th birthday last night. Jeremiah struggled with Jeremiah Jackson. He's not new, but he struggled last night a little bit. I'll wait to see him get reacclimated. You know what's interesting about him is he's going from Jeremiah played third base last night. He's playing center field tonight.
Dude, he can do it all. Mr. Utility.
What are you laughing at?
Bob Bolin gets in the chat. All right, he's calling me out. He says, Ricky, admit it. You had great expectations about the hot dog gun shooting, a long distance, but it just proves dreams don't always come true.
Dude, what was
you want me to paint the picture of what was going on for me?
Please, that was wonderful.
All right. So a new addition to the Panda family for this season is the Bleacher Reacher hot dog cannon. Okay? And this cannon is not just a cannon like, shoot stuff and, oh, that looks cool. It is a hot dog. It has a hot dog thing, and it's a hot dog cannon. Okay? I don't know any better way to describe it.
Did you nickname it the Bleacher Reacher?
No, that's the model name.
You need a refund.
I nicknamed it a different name, but I called it the Wiener Blaster, but the lady on the news wouldn't let me say it, so I'm not going to say it anymore. I'm retiring it. I did a live hit with a Bleacher Reacher, and I asked her, I was like, can I say that? And she's like, and I was like, I won't say it. Don't worry about it. She's like, yeah, thank you. That was. I don't want to make you tell me you're a child, so I'll just do it myself. But the Bleacher Reacher. So I tested it yesterday, or no, the day before, and I got a hot dog on the roof. So I had some super high expectations. And last night, it was my job to roll hot dogs, have them ready, get the hot dog cannon, dress like a hot dog. So I was going to be dressed like a hot dog, shooting hot dogs out of a cannon that looked like a hot dog.
Full wiener. Full wiener.
He said it, not me. Okay. So, yeah, 100%. So I get up on the dugout when it's time, and I'm hopping up there, and I'm like, who wants a hot dog? And I'm like, let's go. And everyone's looking at me. They're saying, Ricky, I don't just want a hot dog. I need it. I need it. And I said, don't worry, baby, because I'm coming for you. Here we go. Let's gas it up. Yeet. Look out below. Boom. Thing lands like a foot in front of me.
If that.
So I look disappointed, beaten, disheveled. But then I pull out another hot dog, and I go, there's no way it's going to happen again, baby. Who wants a hot dog? And people are like, Ricky, we're salivating over here, baby. I'm going to be ripping my shirt off here soon. I don't know what to do with myself because I need a hot dog. And I said, well, no worries. That ain't going to happen again. Let's gas it up. Doom. It lands 2 inches in front of the first one. I'm like, oh, come on. You kidding me? Good thing I got another hot dog right here. Third time's charm. Let me hear you. Now at this point, people are taking their shoes off and they're throwing it into the air. That one guy took his watch off and threw it onto the field. It's madness, dude. I'm dodging bottles. Maybe some of this didn't happen. I don't know, but that's what it felt like. And I go, here we go. Third time's charm. Here we go. Boom. I don't even know where it went. I think it exploded. I think it turned into a mist. Gross. It liquefied.
Hot dog mist.
And so then I was like, all right. So I just grab some hot dogs and I start. I'm just chunking them, right? And then I realize I got one more hot dog left. I'm looking around. I'm looking people in the eyes, right? I don't have these shades on. I'm going, you want to try this one more time? And everyone's looking at me like, I thought you'd never ask, baby. And I said, well, here we go. And I put it in that can. I guess. Whoop. Here we go. Boop. And we're in about 7 rows. So we ended on a high note. Pretty happy.
Nice.
But Bob, to answer your question, dude, pretty disappointed. Heard a lot of jokes afterwards, and you can imagine what those jokes were.
Oh, yeah.
Think about what was going on here.
Well,
I got 3-dimensional hot dog, promotions going on here, and the performance wasn't quite up to snuff. So you can.
Yeah, what did you call it? What did you want to call it on the news anyway? What was that?
I wanted to call it the Wiener Blaster.
Performance issues happen sometimes, man. So.
And this is what I heard all night afterwards. So Bob, yeah, it hurt, dude. It hurt, and but you know what?
What's that?
We're gonna do it watching them Pandas lose last night. But you think I'm just gonna quit my job and not launch hot dogs while dressed as a hot dog in a can made out of a hot dog? You got another thing coming, pal.
Are you out of your mind? Absolutely.
Yeah. No says I. No says I.
You get that thing. You get the tweaks worked out on that.
Yeah.
I want you to try to put one in the press box.
Bro, I'm not even kidding. I was in bed this morning. Alarm went off. I had a few minutes before I needed to hop in the shower, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right, so if I wrap the hot dog, like if I leave a nice base there, I'm thinking like NASA stuff, right? I'm thinking like I'm trying to channel my inner Elon Musk here, trying to SpaceX this thing, and I think I figured it out. I think I got the thermodynamics figured out in my skull.
Yeah.
Next time's going to be a show.
Garrett sometimes will throw me up a T-shirt up here, and I'll catch it and I'll give it to a fan or something. Try to put a hot dog in that window.
I'm not going to I don't know this for sure, but I feel it that by the end of the year, not only will I be able to get you a hot dog, but there's going to be mustard on that bad boy by the time you get it. Yeah. I don't know where it'll come from, but it'll be there. And we won't even question it. We'll just enjoy it because we know it's magic.
You got me wanting a hot dog. I think I'm going to go stop on the roof over there and find that one you
I don't know. There was a band of pigeons over there. Well, I think the first group of pigeons ate the foil, and then
the other pigeons had to kick those dead pigeons out of the way.
Pour a little out for those pigeons.
Yeah.
But then the second band of pigeons got there, and they had a good hot dog.
They had a feast.
But I did hear from our food and beverage director, Gary, that the hot dogs I tested with the day before opening day were different than the ones that were cooked for opening day. So I think it was a thicker dog. So, I mean, when you're doing thermodynamics like myself and you're dealing with, launch angles and
radiuses.
Sure.
Radii.
Yeah, radii, I believe is what it's called when you have multiple. these things matter. These things matter.
Mm-hmm.
So I apologize, but I can guarantee you there will be a better product.
Once Ricky gets the kinks worked out in this thing, you're going to beg for the day that the hot dog gun didn't work because Ricky's going to start popping people in the head.
There's going to be a dude living over there in those houses, like behind the restaurants and stuff, that's going to wake up to a hot dog on his pillow. That's how good I'm going to get. And it's going to have a little note. It's going to say, "Good morning, Bob. Have a great day."
I was thinking about you.
Signed, Ricky. Here's breakfast.
I can't wait, dude. I saw you. I was so pumped up. You were dressed up like a hot dog. The gun looked like a hot dog.
Yeah.
It was sweet. And then, what up?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw you look so discouraged. You're like, oh. And you picked one up off the floor and you started throwing them around.
Not taking me down. Not going to ruin my day.
It was great to have everybody back out here for opening weekend, man, or for opening night. We've got the rest of opening weekend. Tonight, 6:35, gates open at 5:30. Tomorrow, 6:35, gates open at 5:30. Come be a part of it. Come act like heathens for your trash pandas, and then repent on Easter Sunday. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Come hang out with us. We're looking forward to seeing you guys here. There's a ton of other things going on in the sports world as well. One of those would be the Masters.
Hello, friends.
Hey.
I don't know what's going on. Do you have anything to say?
I think Brooks Koepka, one of the live golfers, is winning, and people aren't happy about it.
Oh, yeah, they're going to hate that.
Yeah. Let me throw this one by you, too, because people hate Brooks Koepka now because he's a live golfer.
Mm-hmm.
People want a two-stroke penalty assessed on his round yesterday because of something that happened. And I was not aware of this rule. I think it is a dumb rule, and I'm curious to see if you knew, one, if it existed, and two, what you feel about it. Try to take your feelings, whether good or bad, out for Koepka, and try not to base your answer on whether you think Koepka should be assessed a penalty. Try to base it on whether you think it should be a penalty at all. All right?
Okay.
So yesterday, Brooks Koepka was on a par 5 maybe. He pulled out a 5-iron, smacked it, put it on the green or whatever. And then as they're walking away, he's got his hand stretched out like a 5. He's pulling his glove off, looking at the other caddy.
Okay.
His caddy looks at the caddy of the guy in his group, and the caddy is seen and heard saying, 5. It was a 5. He was telling him what club Brooks Koepka used to reach the green.
Okay.
Assisting another golfer in any way by telling them what club you used or anything like that is a two-stroke penalty, and they believe Koepka should have been assessed one. Koepka said that's not what happened, and the Masters reviewed it and decided that it was not going to be assessed a penalty.
Man, the golf Karens were out yesterday.
Yeah,
because I saw the thing about Colin Morikawa moving his ball when he shouldn't have moved it, like the ball mark thing, and they had sent out a tweet explaining what was going on. We got to chill out, dude. Did Brooks Koepka really do some of this stuff? I feel like with golf, like those penalties, they never happen. They never happen. And we found 2 of them in the Masters yesterday. There's no way.
Why can't you,
These clips are taken out of context or something, or I don't know. I'm on the side of no penalty because how the heck do you get a penalty in golf? It's so easy to not get a penalty. As far as penalties like that. Like yelling 5 or cleaning your ball.
It's easy to not get a penalty in golf? Not the way I play.
Not these. Well, no, I'm talking the pros. Not like a water hazard, but Colin Morikawa, he said he was cleaning his ball or something, so he just flipped his ball marker on the ground, and then when he put it back down, he moved the marker behind the ball because he hadn't really officially placed the marker. But when you look at the video out of context, it looks like his marker's right here, the ball's right here, and he picks it up, cleans it, then moves the marker closer, and it looks like he gets himself a couple-inch advantage. I mean, you'd have to be a real stupid idiot to just try to pull that move out at the Masters and try to get away with it.
And the people complaining about it, too, act like they don't sit there and walk up and be like, toss their ball out of the woods.
Yeah, come on.
Hit a tree. Got a good bounce. I don't know what you want me to say.
Hey, man. Yeah. No. And then the
Kick
Live
it over.
PGA hates for real, so that's probably PGA golfers starting those rumors. I wouldn't even be. These probably aren't even fans. They're probably just straight up. It's a golf war out there right now. So
I had no idea that was a penalty, that you couldn't assist other golfers. I think you should be allowed to.
If
That
you're
way
a
you can.
professional golfer and you have to ask another professional golfer what club to use, that's embarrassing.
It
That
is.
shouldn't even be a penalty. That should just be like a shot to your ego.
And that's why I think it shouldn't be a penalty, and I think I would encourage that more often so you open up the ability to lie to the other golfer. I know I was a strong
Oh.
7. Used a strong
So-
7.
So true. A little gamesmanship there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. Get rid of that penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Take it out.
Used a strong 8, but you should probably use a soft 6. You'd probably get there, and meanwhile you used a 3 wood.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, how'd you even get on the tour? Pick your use your caddy. Where's your caddy? Where'd you find this guy?
I wonder if I don't even know who the other
Did
golfer
you find him
was.
bathing himself in the water hazard like Happy Gilmore?
I wonder if it was like another live golfer and they were like teaming up. I don't know what the case was. I don't know who the other golfer was because, again, we were so consumed with this yesterday that I have no idea what had happened. But I know that, who was it? John Rahm started the day off with a 4-putt double, and he's still in the mix. He's like 3 or 4 behind, or he was earlier.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet.
I 4-putt frequently. I'm not rebounding after a 4-putt. That's the standard.
Well, John Rahm had to withdraw from the players too because he had the old bubble guts. So
Way
way to him to just keep playing, you know. Way to him to hit some Pepto, not eat the shellfish at the clubhouse, and keep a nice, healthy.
Oh, speaking of, did you hear the Masters menu?
What's those called?
That's
Maybe he's
recent?
eating that yogurt that Jamie Lee Curtis used to do commercials for. Remember that? Activia.
Activia.
something like that. It helps, I think.
So let's see. Everybody loves to talk about the menu too. Scotty Scheffler won last year, so he gets to pick what the dinner was.
Dude, he
For the
should be
Masters?
thrown in golf jail for that menu.
Did you see?
Someone compared it to a meal at Applebee's. Yeah, it was pathetic. It was like some chicken and like some potatoes and then a cookie skillet for dessert. It's like, bro, you just ordered a number 3 at Applebee's. You just ordered a 2 for $20.
So here's the menu that Scotty Scheffler served to his guests.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger sliders
Oh my god.
served Scotty style. Don't know what that means. Does not.
No.
It doesn't specify.
Cheeseburger sliders.
Firecracker shrimp, tortilla soup, Texas ribeye steak or blackened redfish, and a warm chocolate chip cookie skillet.
Dude set up every Masters champion with the appetizer sampler, the flat iron steak, and a cookie with some vanilla, a little scoop of vanilla. That's an evening at Applebee's. Yeah. You could get anything. You can put anything on the menu. Wagyu beef, sirloin fillets from the western corner of
Yeah,
the whatever district. You could get anything. Anything. And he did that.
I'm in Scotty's camp. I'm not that mad at it, man. I probably wouldn't come up with something like that if I were to do my own Masters menu. But if I were showing up and that's what was on the menu, I'd be pretty stoked.
Cheeseburger sliders at the Masters dinner. Can't be eaten with your hands.
Why not?
Because those are your tools. You got to save them for the course.
You eat with your hands anyway.
Yeah, no, that was stupid. But
Use a fork.
dude, you can't have a meal that looks like that meal they currently have running for the commercials for Chili's, the ones that were playing during March Madness. You can't make your Masters meal a Chili's commercial.
I would much rather have that meal though than any like snooty meal that other golfers will come up with, like caviar and stuff.
Dude, none of the other golfers are doing caviar. Bubba Watson had something similar, I think, when he won the Masters. He kept it real. But it was like a Southern thing. Like, Scotty's didn't even have a theme other than Applebee's,
That's a theme.
other than the neighborhood grill. Scotty's meal cost $11 per plate to the It's going to be a record year for revenue for Augusta National. They spent nothing on the Masters dinner.
It's probably normally like $500 a plate average.
I wonder what
and
the most
his is-
lavished Masters.
It's got to be insane. I'm telling you, some of these elegant dinners, I'd be way more scared to eat than what Scotty did. Now, there are some that are way better, like they would pull out some really fine steak, cooked well, stuff like that. But I don't know. I'll tell you right now, I'd go for some firecracker shrimp this second. I'd take down a whole handful of firecracker
Hey,
shrimp.
don't get me wrong. I love some cheeseburger sliders, firecracker shrimp. Hey, a great cookie skillet. Man, I'd tear it all up. Masters dinner, though. I don't know if that'd be my choice. I don't know if that would be my go-to.
All right, well then let's see if you can find the most lavish Masters dinner, and then tell me which side you would lean on, and what you would go with at the Masters dinner, like what your ideal dinner would be.
Dude, when Hideki Matsuyama, when he won the Masters, after the meal, everyone stood up and gave him a standing ovation. I'm talking Jack Nicklaus, Nick Faldo, all these guys, all the legends rose to their feet in unison and applauded. Gary Player went a step further, sliding up to Matsuyama and speaking to him in Japanese, which Player had learned on his many visits to Japan. Player could remember how he felt at his own Champions Dinner, his first one in '62, where he was seated next to Ben Hogan. Player said he was petrified. By speaking to Matsuyama in his native tongue, Player said he was trying to make Matsuyama feel at home. For goodness sakes, Gary Player threw out Japanese. He was so elated with this meal.
Was the meal that good?
Mike Weir said, we were all just blown away.
What was
I
it?
guess he used to play quite a bit in Japan in his early days, so that was really cool to watch him do that. I guess he's talking about the play. Let me get the menu for you here.
Okay, I'm like, dude, are they really commenting on this meal like that?
Bro, they stood up and gave him a standing ovation. Okay, I think I got the menu right here.
The tantalizing menu.
Gary Player, he might not even known Japanese, and he just figured it out through the greatness of that meal. His appetizers were assorted sushi, sashimi, and nigiri yakitori chicken skewers. Yo, that sounds all. I don't even know what that is, but I'm excited about it. And then for the next dish, you had miso glazed black cod.
That sounds amazing too.
Ooh, how exotic!
In dashi broth.
For the main course, the Miyazaki Wagyu. See the Wagyu? There you go. Wagyu beef ribeye with mixed mushrooms and vegetables, and a Sensho daikon ponzu. And to close it out, Japanese strawberry shortcake. Yo, that room stood up and went, fantastic. You know what they did at Scotty Scheffler's meal?
Here, check please. To go Diet Coke.
Jack Nicklaus stood up and said, do I get a power card with this one? Because I feel like I just ate a meal at Dave & Buster's. Have some class. Are we going to go play skee ball? Ah.
All right, well, in comparison to that one, it's pretty lame. I'll give you that.
God.
It was no sashimi and nigiri salmon, but
Surprised we're not going to play Pop-A-Shot after this, Scotty. You immature jerk. Gary Player stood up and yelled a bunch of Japanese curse words at him.
Here's where I think the confusion was. Hideki ordered and planned his meal as if Augusta was going to pay for it, which they do, right?
Yeah.
Scotty ordered his meals as if he was going to pay for it.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Scotty orders his meal on a budget.
Oh wait, the Masters cuts his check. Is it too late to change it?
Man, I only got $18. All right, I'll just do cheeseburger sliders. Put Scotty style, and they'll think it's exotic.
It's a sauce or something. I don't know.
Just mix the ketchup and the mayo together. It's fancy sauce. That's Scotty style. It's got fancy sauce on it.
Fancy sauce on that cheeseburger slider.
Dude served us the kids menu. Hey, in reply to the comments, which I missed while I was talking about the Masters, it's Bestie on YouTube. To your question, can you guys record full Trash Panda games and post them to YouTube? No, we can't. We're not allowed to.
Yeah,
you can get an MILB an account, and I believe you can watch any game you want, right?
I believe so.
You get an MILB.
Robert's the one to ask in the comment section about that. Robert watches all the double and triple A games.
I think if you have the MILB ticket or whatever it's called, you get all the games. Sorry I wasn't paying attention. And then he went, bruh. I'm sorry, bruh. I don't think we can do it, dude.
We were looking at.
Are you local or are you from out of town? Is that why?
Probably.
If you're local, you got to get on out here. If you're an out of town or if you're one of those pandas abroad, then check into that MILB.com. It's kind of like MLB TV, but for the minors.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. Again, Robert watches. I mean, I get pictures from fans all the time on Twitter that I'm watching on TV on MILB or MLB, the MLB app or whatever. So they're always well. Robert, again, in our comment section, the UAB fan, he watches like all of our games and AAA. So He's the one to ask about that. He's got the TV coverage there. I'm always up here. Ricky's always down on the field, so I have no idea what the live stream looks like and where it is because I'm always watching it actually here at the park, so I'm not sure how to help you there. I know we can't do that on YouTube though because of like rights and stuff like that. So
We can't do it.
but hey, you know what you can't see on YouTube 3 times a week? This guy, these guys.
Right here.
That's right.
Robert gets in the chat. He says MILB TV is $4.37 with tax, and you can watch all minor league baseball games. So for $5,
Watch the Panthers and then go watch the former Panthers.
can you
if they're
watch old
AAA.
games? Is that a thing? Like, could I watch yesterday's game right now if I wanted to?
Oh, that's an interesting question. If you can do that for $5, that's a steal.
That's for real.
So let me ask you this. I'm not going to ask you what your master's menu would be. People have been doing that. But what is the fanciest meal that you have ever had?
I went to Hell's Kitchen in Vegas for my bachelor party. That was cool.
And you still have money? You had money to get back?
Yeah. Got the beef Wellington, dude. That
Was it good?
bro, life changing, absolutely life changing. I never had a beef Wellington, or they don't even serve mashed potatoes. It's a potato puree.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you get potatoes to that consistency, but they figured it out. That was cool. It's paired with like different wines that would complement each dish. You know,
I've always been confused by that too. One, I don't like wine, so I don't really get it. How does a wine complement?
see, because
meal.
you've never been to a place like this. I thought the same thing. It does.
How? I don't. I
And
like
just the flavors of the wine match with the flavors of the food to where it's like now they've combined and created a new flavor.
Oh my god!
And I'm into it. Like for the dessert, it was some kind of cake, real sweet, chocolatey, and then they gave you this wine that was like 25% alcohol. So it was really like it was closer to liquor than it was wine. So you take one sip, you're like, whoa, no, like I can't drink that. But you take a bite of the cake, you throw that back there, it combines, and you're like, oh man, that went from a very tough thing to drink to a delicious little treat in my mouth.
Man,
that was pretty nuts. That
that's
was cool.
awesome.
That was good.
Hell's Kitchen seems like a lot of fun, but it's probably really expensive too.
It took a toll to the pocket.
Yeah, a
Mm-hmm.
little
It
bit.
hit the pocket pretty hard, but man,
Worth it though?
dude. So good. I got like some scallops or something for the dish before that. They were just beautiful. Half the things I didn't know what they were, but they were cool.
I used to get really.
It was a
stoked.
master's meal. They didn't have cheeseburger sliders as an option.
I get stoked because my wife's boss takes her. They have a small office. He takes them out. They do like a Christmas thing every year. And he takes them to usually like a really nice restaurant. We went to Ruth's Chris one year.
Yeah.
Oh, T-bone was best steak I've ever had in my entire life.
Me and some buddies got kicked out of a Ruth's Chris like 7 or 8 years ago.
Ow.
Dude, so we went to a UAH hockey game, right? And we had the icebox tickets. And, you know, we're at a hockey game. We're in college. We're having a good time, you know? What? Huh? We're having a good time, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when the Ruth's Chris was right next to the VBC downtown. So we get done, you know, we're having an evening. We go, hey, man, my buddy just got a huge, like, bonus from work or whatever. He said, dude, let's go to Ruth's Chris. I'm going to pay for everybody. I'm like, you don't have to tell me twice, dude. But I'm like, look at us. I'm wearing a UAH hoodie. I'm wearing blue plaid shorts. I look like a clown. My buddies don't look much better. But he was like, hey, let's go. Let's do it. And so we go over there, and I'm thinking there's no way we get sat. They'll just be like, yeah, it'll be a little bit. And we'll sit there for 2 hours, and then we'll leave, and it'll be fine. And a couple minutes later, they go, all right, step on in, fellas. Your table is ready. And the table is in the middle of the restaurant. It's the best table in the whole building. And I'm like, oh, no, why are you putting us here? Don't put us here. We have no self-control. And they put us there. My buddy's like, let's get a couple bottle of wines. Let's get this, get that, get boop, ba-da-da. And they cut him off relatively quick and threw all of us out.
Oh, my God.
And then he tried to go into the kitchen to get the decision overturned. And then at that point, I was like, I got to get out of here, dude.
Did he make it? I mean, have you seen that guy since?
No, he's good. Yeah, no, everyone's good. He's getting married in a couple weeks. I'm going to go to his wedding. It's going to be great.
Good. Oh, good. And tell that story at the wedding. It'd be great.
Man, I've gone to so many weddings for, like, some of my friends that I, like, have lived with in the past, like, very close friends. And I've had to give a speech at one or two of them. And it's like, which part do I say? You know, I got this is a tough audience.
You got to teeter a line, man.
You just got to go up there and just be like, man, this guy. You just got to lie, really. I love this man right here. I saw him save a dog from a bank robbery. Yeah, I saw it. And that shows his heart. And I've always known he has a big heart. And man, and I love you, man. Let's give it up for the new couple. Oh, that was so beautiful. Did you hear he saved that puppy from a bank robbery? Why was the puppy at the bank? Who cares?
It's true. That's exactly how you have to do it. Like this guy, I met this guy. He got hit by a truck one time, right? I went over. I said, "Dude, are you okay? What happened?" He looked at me and said, "I got hit by a truck." I said, "What were you doing?" Trying to save a baby deer. If you can believe that.
Yeah. Oh. And I knew. I said, "This guy, that's my best friend." Whoo, I'm getting choked up. Let's just go ahead and have a cheers. Let's give it up for this.
Your brother gave a speech at your wedding, and it was like 3 or 4 minutes long about how sad he was that he has to give or say goodbye to your cat. So it was touching.
Yeah, his was a little drier than most, but
his was
still,
good. No,
still good.
His
still
speech
good.
was great.
Still great.
He is very. He is so much like you. It sounded very similar to something you would have said. So it was great. It was really
finished
good.
on a beautiful note. Yeah, he started a little dry, had some jabs, but then brought it. That's the key to a good speech.
Yeah,
you got to bring that heart in there at the end and
for
remind
sure.
everybody. Hey.
And you can't come out of the gate swinging for the haymaker jokes. You got to feel the crowd out, see if they're going to be able to take them. You know.
Yeah, you got to feel it out.
Definitely got to drop the little ones in there, and your brother did a masterful job at that.
Oh, my mom's going to be so happy to hear that.
He dropped the little good ones in there, ramped it up a little bit, brought the heart back into it, dipped out.
Well, hold on. I'm getting something in my ear.
What we got?
Mama Yovan's booking a plane ticket.
What?
She said, do I need to bring my own honey mustard?
I got word. No, they're stocked. They restocked. They're good. Publix is good to go with the honey mustard.
All right.
Mama Yovan.
Dude, if he goes out here and pitches another, I'm telling you, the Yovan could be a reality. I don't know. We've already tried to promise a 6-foot Shohei Ohtani cake. That did not come to pass. Our next thing, Yovan.
Yovan. Let's get the Yovan. Something tells me the Yovan would be way more expensive than a Shohei Ohtani.
No way. We could get a van for nothing, right? Some junky one, and then we'll get it covered so you can't even tell how bad it is.
Honestly, the junky vans have some appeal. People love those because they look throwback, you know?
Yeah, they're like, this is fun. Used van. Oh, that van looks like it was used in a crime.
No, I wouldn't go with any of those you have pulled up. They're all pale white vans.
Yeah, I don't.
No, put fun in the search. Cheap fun van.
I'm not gonna put fun.
Now do it. I want to see what comes up.
Oh my god.
Cheap fun van.
Ooh,
that was a little better. A little color to it.
1997 Chevy Lumina.
When you hear Chevy Lumina, you don't think fun?
My mom had one when I was a kid, dude. It was a ton of fun. Look at that, a 97 Mercury Villager. We get it for under $3,000. What? We're in business with Toyota, right?
Yeah, let's get
Bill Penny Toyota. Maybe
yeah, Bill Penny.
You guys got a absolute cheapest van you could buy.
Let's get the van sponsored by our title or stadium sponsor.
Yeah, if anyone's got any cool van leads, let me know. My target budget's like $800. So.
Oh, dude, you know what? I have a right by my, like the road that goes to my house.
Yeah.
There's a car auction place right there. I don't know if we're like regular people are allowed to go to it. I think it's for dealerships.
Oh.
But
you got to be authorized.
Yeah, they have one though, so we can check it out one day.
It's happening. But hey, you know what? Let's not count our chickens. All right, we got game number 2 tonight. We got to get a W on the board. We are on pace to go 0-138 on the year.
You
realize that?
Not going to happen. You know why? Because we're going to bounce back tonight. Whitey's in the lineup. We got Whitefield out there. It's going to be great. Jeremiah Jackson's not going to strike out 4 times. He's going to bounce back. He's going to look really good tonight.
He's out in the outfield.
We've got Coleman Crowe out there on the mound tonight. Caro's going to have another good game on top of the RBI he had for his 20th birthday last night.
Yep.
It's going to be a good night.
That's all I needed to
They can't strike us out 23 times again.
No way.
No shot.
I dare them to try.
I think they will.
Their manager got ejected last night, too. That was cool.
That was weird. It felt like it came out of nowhere, too.
I've seen so many managers ejected in this place.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
It's a zoo in here, man. You get the emotions going. I mean, these fans are animals. You can feel it. There's you got juice, baby.
You got the juice.
And, I mean, it gets to these managers, and they get one call that's a little wrong, and all of a sudden they want to go out there and go do a Lou Piniella impression.
Yeah, this crowd can sway the anger of somebody
Woo.
real quick on the opposition,
Call this place Little Philly.
whether it be an umpire or the opposing manager. Yeah, our crowd really gets them going.
Oh my goodness! And also during the extra innings when we showed that Hulk Hogan Macho Man WrestleMania 5 video on the
That's when he got tossed.
video board, yeah, and the fans were making the noise along with the Hulk Hogan video. I've never heard the fans actually, because he did the 2-punch, when he hulked up and he was like, and the fans went boo, boom. Then he hit him with the big boot, boom. Then he was off the ropes, leg drop, and everyone went, ooh. And then when he went for the pin, everyone counted 1, 2, 3, ah! And I'm like, are we about to win this by 100 right now?
It felt like it. Did not happen.
The
We
fans
lost
are
by
getting
3.
into this wrestling match from 35 years ago.
Way too long ago. But hey, that's the best crowd in minor league
I
baseball.
loved it, dude. I was getting into it too.
Our crowd is awesome.
I dropped an elbow on the ball boy, right off the railing.
Oh man. Hey, look. Again, tonight we're getting ready to play tarps off. Schatz is out there smacking some grounders.
I don't think that's his nickname. No, that has not been sanctioned. I don't think.
Schatz is out there. He's smacking
Okay.
grounders.
He's not gonna like
liners. He's not
You're-
going to listen.
You're gonna be running foul poles later.
Oh man, look at the boys.
Man, yeah, tarps off the field. Guys are taking some infield right now.
Caro's in his gear.
Manager of the year, Andy Schatzley, out there slapping it with the fungo bat.
His friends call him Schatz.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
So come out tonight. Again, gates open at 5:30. We'll get started. The game starts at 6:35. It's going to be fun. Dress warm just in case. But we'll be here. The game is planned to go on. So come cheer on the Trash Pandas with us. I'll be up here, PA, in the game. Ricky will be out there running around on the field.
Not
doing his
wearing
thing.
shorts.
Not wearing shorts. Hopefully get the hot dog cannon going. Is it going out there again tonight?
No hot dog cannon tonight. But
The bleacher eaters.
hey, I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow if it got back. I don't know. We gotta calculate the hot dog inventory, see how many I can launch into the crowd for the whole year before it affects concessions.
Probably smart.
Yeah.
All right, well, come out, check us out. We're going to be back with you on the podcast on Monday, recap opening weekend, get into everything else that happens over the weekend in sports. We'll even talk about the boys that are doing well in AAA and the major club, like Logan Hoppy. He's showing out pretty good. They had the day off last night, I believe, but night before that, he had another 2-run or multi-run home run. He had a 2-run home run. The boy's looking pretty good, man. So we'll go over everything with you on Monday. I'm Tony Mack. That's Tricky Ricky. Those guys out there that you can't see that are putting in the work on the field, those are the Trash Pandas. Yeah, show them.
It's stuck.
That's the Trash Pandas right there. And this has been the Bullpen. We will see you on Monday.
We're gonna win the game. All right? Oh, that looks pretty cool. Look at that. Look at these shades. Do I look like I'm in the X Games?
You kind of look like you're in the Blair Witch Project.